Hello there. This is the Shawn1113 podcast show for April 23rd, 2025. As of this recording, I am your host, Shawn1113, as usual. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast wherever you may be, anywhere in the world. Please share this podcast. Please get a 5-star rating wherever platform you may be listening to, and you know just listen to it, and then that's it. What else can I tell you? Just like any other podcast, to be honest with you. Now, with that, a couple of things I want to get off my chest. Excuse me. Um, the NFL draft coming up this week. Before I get to that, in the NBA playoffs, so far the NBA play has been okay. Indiana, 2-0 lead. Let's see what the Magic Celtics without Jason Tatum. This is of this recording, by the way. Thunder just going to take the Grizzlies basically out. Lakers and Timberwolves tied at 1. They finally woke up. Cavaliers and Heat is going to be pretty much a conclusion. Although Grizzlies improving from a 51 point blowing themselves out 51 points to the Thunder from 19. That's kind of an improvement. They're still going to get swept. Thunder going to sweep them anyway. Rockets and Warriors. Let's see what happens there. Warriors lead 1-0 on that in that series. Pacers look like they're underrated. A team to if they keep going against the Bucks, there's going to be a dangerous out in the East. I think if Celtics and Cavaliers do not meet in the Eastern Conference Finals, I would not be surprised if the Pacers go there, fill that place. So Nuggets and Clippers, I think that's going to go 7. I think Knicks and Pistons right now, given it might go 6 either way in the Stanley Cup playoffs. I was looking last night. Look like Carolina's going to beat New Jersey for the playoffs, and so does Toronto right now. They're not choking for once. Panthers and Lightning just got started. Wild and Minnesota and Vegas. Series tied at 1. Capitals look like they're going to be outplayed by Capitals probably outplay the Canadians eventually. Although you never know what's going to happen in Montreal when that series starts. So it starts in Avalanche, Oilers and Kings. There's just a lot of hockey left for the playoffs. It's early. Major League Baseball. Let me take a look at it for one set of the standings. The barometer for me, in my opinion, about the baseball season, I got to it's a barometer of like 40 to 45 games, like each 40 to 45 games first, and then each quarter 40 45 games here, 40 45 games there, 40 again to give you a barometer of what could happen for the Major League Baseball season. It might be for the division and wild cards, respectfully. Now the American League East, Yankees and Red Sox. Blue Jays are not far behind. Orioles. What is going on with that team? They get shellacked for 24 runs against Cincinnati pretty recently. Oh man. Cleveland and Detroit. The Royals are falling off a little bit. The Twins are really falling off in the American League Central. And in the West, Rangers, Mariners finally getting something done. And it's kind of a log jam in that division. So in the National League, Mets are beginning to pull away a little bit. Phillies, that's it. It's still relatively early. The Cubs, who I want to win the division, Brewers, Reds, Padres, playing the best ball I've ever seen. Playing their best baseball. 17-7. Dodgers, Giants, not that far. Diamondbacks, not that far. Rockies might be the worst team in baseball. it, I mean, might be the worst team in the National League. White Sox as usual in the American League, and Colorado in the National League. That's my opinion about that. Real quick, now let's get to the NFL draft, shall we? Other than the first three, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, it is a mad scramble. Maybe Anshawn Genty. Um, Everything else from four on down is an absolute. It's like a guess. It's like a guessing game. It's like you roll the 50-50 dice in that one. So beyond number three, from number four down, we have. I don't think any fans of all those football of the NFL teams don't have no idea what's going to happen. No idea until we actually get to the draft in Green Bay coming up this week on the 4th of April and 26th. The schedule coming up in mid-May, so we'll talk about that when that happens. But we'll see what happens there. And I'm now going to get to the Shannon Sharp thing. Before I do that, let me make a disclaimer. I will not cast aspersions. This is all speculative. I'm not an attorney. I don't claim to be one in the first place. But there you go. This sounds like a Deshaun Watson situation. It really does. Look, you don't get a lawsuit out of nowhere without something going on. And then there's alleged. This is all alleged, by the way, videotapes and all that stuff. But it really looks bad for ESPN. It honestly looks bad for ESPN. It really does. I people making the fact that people are making jokes about it on that on their airwaves on ESPN airwaves tells you a lot, doesn't it? But honestly, like I said, it's all less charges for right now. This certainly looks like a Deshaun Watson situation, and look how that turned out. I have this feeling. This is speculation. They're going to eventually settle. The Shannon Sharp case are going to be eventually settled, and then look at Deshaun Watson's career. It's like I said. Look at Deshaun Watson's career since then. Not much, isn't it? Really is. Really isn't. He gets a great deal. He gets one of the probably the worst deal in Cleveland Browns history, and and then he's very injury prone. Shannon Sharp, we don't probably will be different from that, but the impact has already been made on the Shannon Sharp case. That's all I'm saying on all these alleged charges. So, this is a wait and see game. Anytime you hear this kind of news, so we'll see what happens with the Shannon Sharp case. Is it going to be more like the Sean Watson case and the aftermath of it? We'll see. We'll see. And with that, that is the Shawn1113 podcast show for Thursday, for Wednesday. Well, no, okay. I know I'm a little bit. I'm sorry about that. April 23rd, 2005. Not May, not June, not August, not any. Gotta remind myself of that. But thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to the. Thank you for. Well, thank you for listening anyway, and sharing this video, and giving this podcast a 5-star rating on any platform you're listening to. So with that, thank you so much. Please stay encouraged no matter what, and live your life as normal as possible in a normal world. God bless you.